Welcome back, Let's Go Craps friends. We're back at the Let's Go Craps table. We're just gonna be playing a little different action. Get this out to you guys. Changing up minor dice set, which tonight we are going to be going with a 4-5-2-4 set, and so yeah, 4-5-2-4 set is what we're going with, and we're going to be betting some. We're going to do some. I'm not going to say weird bets, but we are going to do some 6 and 8 betting. Something I saw this weekend when I was in Vegas, or I don't know if you say I saw it, learned it, chatted about it, talked about it with other folks at the table. Um, so again, grab the green ones and see if y'all can see the green ones a little bit better. So we're gonna do a 4, 5, 2, 4, 4, 4, 5, 2, 4. We'll set that up here. It looks like you can see that pretty good. That'll be our set for tonight. So we're just gonna fire off. We are gonna get the tracker loaded. Should be fairly quick. Thank you for those that go to Let's Go Craps and purchase your press collectors, or go to Casino Quest and get your press collectors. So we appreciate that. So it looks like we have this set up, ready to go. We'll get our dice set out. We probably need some cash on this one. We'll probably start with $1,000. So we'll rack up 5, 6, and we'll call it 1,000. Move this over to the rack. Y'all can't see the rack, but eventually maybe we'll do a rack camera or something. We'll see how that goes. So dice are going to be out. Dice are going to be rolling. And what did we say? A 4-5-2-4. We're going to go with a semi-controlled set, or controlled toss, if you will. And so our come out is a 2. You'll see the ATS marked up there. And dice are moving. And back to that set. You got to get a couple hundred throws in on this set. And we'll see how this set works here. So we're going to go with a 6-3-9. We'll go ahead and mark the 9. We're going to do for the practice purpose here, we're going to do a $30 6 and 8. And that's what we're shooting for. We're working on a practice on a 6 and 8 bet, right? $30 6 and 8 first hit. We're going to press the 66. Second hit, we're going to go to 150. Then we're going to collect. Then we're going to drop it back down. So we'll see how this goes. Could be some long rolls with no pace, so it might go fairly quick. But we got to work on the toss, and we got to work on landing zone and everything. So we got a hard 4, little Joe. Wouldn't you know? Hard 4. We'll see if we can snap up an ATS. Looks like hard 4s might be definitely in this set. And then we got a 6-4-10 Big Ben on the other end. Maybe we'll play this out with our 330 inside. We'll see how that goes. But right now we're just going for some throws. And some control. We got a little Joe action again there. So 3-1-4. We may have to work this one a little bit. We might need to work the 4. That seems to be a common number so far. So we'll mark that. Maybe we'll come up 75, 80. Maybe we'll do an 80. Kind of a low buy-in. Low for some, not low for others. A little bit of midnight action there. This definitely does bring up some ATS numbers real quick. 6-2. I'm sorry. 4, 5, 2, 4. Wouldn't you know, aces in both places. Got the little bitties. The little bitties are out. We may have to turn this into a little more betting. We'll see. Let's see what we got here. Trying new dice. New dice set here. And we got the point. A 639 Nina from Pasadena. All right, so points going off. And we think we're going to pick up the 4 in this one. Maybe we'll do a 4-10. Let's see. Let's see where this leads. And wouldn't you know, we came back on the point with a Nina. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to throw a quarter on the 4. And see if we can get us a hit there. All right. Nina, again, a 639. Oh my. 639. Again, I wonder, I told myself I'm going to stick with that 6 and 8. I think we may have to shoot for that. I mean, if that's the way this throw is going, if this is a 9 thrower, you got a little 2x4 action there. 2 bolt. So we'll go ahead and mark that 6. And for you at home that really want this, I know a lot of people have asked, Why aren't you marking the numbers? All right. We have the ATS up there to show us, but we'll also show this here. That way you can see on the table. Bonus lamers. Got those at letsgocraps.com. They ship next day. All right. Let's go. Let's go. Shoot out. Ace deuce. Make it loose. We can mark the ace deuce. Man, we're just walking that up. Got to get the fear of confidence. Get the fear of confidence. Getting the dice set pretty quick now. 628. 888. 888. So 628. So this is where we're going to pays 35. We're going to drop a nickel. We're going to go to 66. We're going to have to get some change. We'll have the change builder here. We'll put that 4 back in our rack. All right, the dice are moving. Yeah, 4, 5, 2 full. 6 again. That is, let's go find the mark here. There we go. That's it. Sorry, had to sneeze. All right. That's going to pay 77. So 2 of everything. We are going to drop $7. And we're going to take this to 150. So we're going to look at what we got here. We got a 100, 10, 20, 30, 10, 20, 5, 30. Let's just double check that. It's 1, 10, 20, 30, 5. So 1, 10, 35. So that's 135. Is that not right? 10, 20, 30, and 5. So we're pushing it to 135. It's an odd number, but that 135 is going to pay 157. So something's wrong there. I think we want 150 to pay 175. So we either short paid, but let's make some change here. That's quarter. It's quarter. 5. So 10. So let's take this to the rack. Let's throw a quarter out there. Let's make that 150. That's what we want to do. I'll make it 150 so it pays 175. All right. Let's see how nice the dice. And if we can get ourselves set. Nice little short throw. 415 Fever. We got the Fever 5. Hope you guys have been look at that. We hit the smalls already. Damn. Smalls paid out. Hope you guys have been able to watch some good strategies out there. Casino Quest Dave and them have some great strategies they just released. If you're a light side player, dark side player, uh, should have cashed out. Wayland, Color Up, those guys all have run some really great strategies. Make sure you check them out on the good old YouTuber 538 888 888. And I think 538 888. All right. So that's where our bets are. So that's going to pay 175. We're going to take this and we're going to drop this nickel back. I think I'm messing this one up. Let me know in the comments. If so, we'll redo it. But we're back at 30, and we're just gonna work this thing up and down, up and down. All right. Got a nice new little set here. Saw somebody throwing this at Palace Station. Don't remember the gal's name, but she was hitting it. I did like it. We have another 8. 628. So yeah, you know what I did is I think I paid the 5, but I pressed everything onto the 8. So that's right. We still played it. All right, so this is going to pay 35. Gonna drop $1 and go to 66. Go to 66. And we got a 213. So we'll go ahead and mark this backwards if you're watching. We'll go ahead and mark that backwards. And we'll see what's happening with this. What's got us going on? We keep losing a little bit of video, which is really odd. We're going to lose the video and we're going to get the video back here. Video should come back up. Nope. That's why you guys are here watching. There we go. Glad we weren't on the live stream tonight. Woof. That would have been a killer. All right. Dice were out. 4, 5, 2, 4. Top high grip with backspin. And we have a 628, 888. And looks like our point is actually 5. I mismarked it. All right. So 66 is going to pay 77. Ah, that's why we were a quarter short. I mispaid. All right, 60. There we go. That explains the mojo on that last one. Okay, for 77, we are going to drop $7. This should add up now. So we have 1. We should have 150. We should have 150 here now. There we go. 25.50. So we'll go ahead and color this out correctly. Bring that back to the stack. We got a little salsa in our guacamole there. All right. 542. There we go. This was Ronnie from Casino Quest. This is one of the shots he taught them. So we got a 6. 516. Easy 6. So we'll go ahead and move the 6 up here. We're going to go ahead and pay this 6.35. We're going to drop $1 and go to 66 from our rack. Dice are going to be moving. Gonna get some maybe height. 549. Nina. We are not on the Nina. And we do need to mark the 8 here. Pass by. So all we're looking for is a yo. 4-5-2-4 set. Hot 6. 33. Hard 6. So that's going to pay 77. We're going to drop 7, and we're going to take this up to 150. So we'll cut the 50 out there. There's your 75. 4, 5. Go ahead and bring that back. 100 there. 150. Clean up our guacamole and chips. And dice are moving. This shooter, for some reason, doesn't keep going. So shows we're on 36 rolls, which is freaking wrong, which is a bummer because I really wanted to see what kind of SOR, SRR this roll got us. But we're going to be back with a 4-2-6. So we may have to reset after this one. All right. That's going to pay 175. We'll take that. We're going to take that to the rack. We're going to drop that back down to 30. Take that quarter. We'll leave that change. Take that back to the rack. This might be a good little dice set. Try to get some different action going there. 6, 2, 8. So for those 6 and 8 players, it's going to pay 175. We're going to drop this back. We'll get some change for that. And we'll go ahead and take 250, 260 back to the rack. Not a bad little, with that dice set, not a bad little play here. We were, what, $1,000 buy-in? Got some great rolls. 415. FIVA, that was the point. So we'll go ahead and pull the 5 back here. And we hit it a second time. And we're still on the same shooter. Oh, it keeps happening to this damn camera. Our setup is keeps dying on us, donking us. We have full battery power too. Table's looking really good and clean. All right. 5 was a point. We're still in the same shooter. We'll go in and do a log to check the logs here. And do a quick dice set and try some crazy hard throws. So we have 633. It's kind of funny how we shifted from getting those 4s back to the 6 8s. So I try to throw some rando stuff. Aces in both places. Let's go ahead and pull that aces back. Man, they're pretty much walking up the smalls here. Or walking them back down. 5 4. And I am 6. Hard 6. So 6 is going to pay. Let's go ahead and mark that for you. We're going to drop $1. It's going to pay 66. No, sorry. I'm going to put 35. Press it to 66 and go from there. I am going to try to kill this hand. I know that's not what you're going to want to do at a table, but hard 4. 22 says you do. So we just walked the ATS all the way back up. We are going to hit 2 black chips on here. We've hit that twice. Let's go, shooter. You know, sometimes you just gotta, and I want to try to kill it. I want to try to do stupid stuff. All right. 3 1 2. Ace deuce. So let's go. Let's go, shooter. Try to, and I am really pushing hard. Yo, 11. So we just smacked the talls. So we'll put 1 there, which means we got the alls. So we'll start working those up and see what happens. We did not mark the point 4 while we were there. So, man, we are in a coffee low today, but we don't drink coffee. So, all right, let's go. 5 4. And I'm trying, at this point, I'm just trying to throw some weird shit. A 6 2 8. 888. 888. All right. I am seriously trying to throw some weird stuff. We're going to drop a nickel because we don't have any change. We're going to get a little change. We're going to go ahead and press that up. Take change there. Take that back. That's why we call this practice. And I'm going to tell you, that's an interesting one. I am seriously, I mean, trying to no roll in the bin, no roll. I am trying to literally clobber. Let's go high. Ace deuce is loose. Um, I'm trying to do a controlled throw for the most part, but I'm trying to give it a little bit of different, you know. 3-2-5. This time I pushed it out into the corner. So 3-2-5. We're only on 3 points. This is some full-on random throws here. I'm going to try to go back for my corner and see what happens. We got a 6-4-10. So we'll go ahead and pull that 10 back. And we're starting to work the talls again. So we're pulling back on the talls, pushing in on the smalls. Now, right. Might get confused with that. 415 fever. 415 fever. All right, so since we are pushing back in, we're going to do this on our resets. So I don't get confused up here. Once we hit these, that'll hit that second one. I think we could remember that. I am seriously, I'm not saying I'm trying to throw the 7, but I'm trying to give it some really difficult throws. 33. All right. So 6 is going to pay the 77. We're going to drop $7. And we're just going to, for the sake of time video, we're going to just stack this right on up. I know normally they wouldn't do it, but we're going to do it that way. It's our table. We're going to be back out again. Figure how we get this or not get it. 628. 888. 888. So we'll mark 628. Okay. We are pushing down. So there was the 6. There's the 8. 8's going to pay another 72. We're going to drop 7. And we are going to push this all the way to $1.50. 2 hits, $1.50 out, 175. Drop it back down. This is a point where I'm like, man, I should just go live. We're in a hot roll here. All right, monster. 55, 10. So we already hit the 10 as we're pushing those down now. Nothing on the 10. I mean, at this point, with our earnings, we could come up a quarter across and start doing a press collect. 415. 415. So the way this is going, we're going to drop a quarter. And we're picking all those up. Now we're across. We're going for it. This is when the 7's going to come. Totally. If the 7 doesn't come, I don't know what to tell you. That is a 639 Nina. Go ahead and mark the 9 back here. We're going to go ahead and pay the 9. 35. Press it up to 60. The next one I think I would like to press to, well, 60. If I dropped 15, no, we're not going to play that game. We are just going to go. We're going to keep with the simple press collector here. I should turn the press collector on. We're trying to get a 7. There we go. We have a 6-1. You're done, son. 6-1, you are done. That was some fantastic. We hit the ATS once. We hit the smalls twice. We're going to go ahead and back these off. And we'll go ahead and clean this up. And you know why we hit that 7 is because we got greedy. We went out and we decided, hey, we're going for it this time. So that's what happens. So we're going to try it again. We'll check our rack real quick. Let's check. We are in 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's 8. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. All right, remember that. 15, 16. We'll count some reds here. 50, 60, 70. 1670. Which is amazeballs. Those rolls were just some weird rolls. So from 15 to 56 minus 15. That's 41 rolls. That was magnificent, fantastic. We're going to go back and we're going to go a full new session. We're clearing everything out. We want some nice new data. So we're going to go 5, 4, 2, 4 is our shooter. And then we're going to also add another shooter. 2, 3, and 4. All right, so we got 4 shooters lined up in the rack. And we're gonna go out again. We're gonna take this out. Let's see how this goes. All right. So we're gonna get ballsy, because as we normally are. And we're gonna go 75 on the ATS. That's when you know we're gonna get smoked. All right. 33.66. So we're here. 6 is a point. And we are going to, we're going to drop the 6 and 8 for 30. We're going to go 110, but we're going to play a different 110. We're going to play 10-4. I know we've been hitting smoke on the nines. So let's, dice are out, dice are moving. Let's go back to semi-controlled. Right? 516. So 6 was the point. On and off. And that'd be great for the fire bet. All right. So that's going to pay 35. We're going to drop a dollar that we don't have. So I'm going to drop a nickel here. We'll get some change. Put that back to the rack. And we'll get the dice moving. All right. I need some dummies so I can shoot around 516. Threw some crazy. All right, so 6 was off. The 6 is on. It's hard, man. I say, you know, just being one part of the dealer, but being the stick man, the dealer, the pit boss, all on the table by yourself, definitely lose control. 628. 628, 888, 888. What did we have before that? We had a 6666 and an 8. It's going to pay 35, dropping the dollar. Excuse me. I'm going to 66. Get that set here. Aces, or no, sorry, ace deuce. Deuce is loose. Go ahead and mark that. There we go. Nice for moving. I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna do what we do in the normally do. 4-2-6. So a little 2x4 action there. 4-2-6. It's gonna pay 77. We're gonna drop 7. What was that? 4-2-6. That was point winner. Beautiful. So we'll mark that off. We'll grab these and we're gonna press this guy right on up to $1.50. And we are gonna do the infamous dice swap. You gotta account for all the scenarios on a table. So that means swapping dice out. 549, Nina. So Nina's the point. 9 is there. 6 is marked. Went with the blue guys. Went with the blue guys. Dice are out, dice are moving. Still haven't made one red cent or a nickel. Six, 2, 8, 8, 8, 8. No, 5, 3, 8. Getting so used to that. All right. So 8 is going to pay that 77. We're going to drop 10 to go to 1, 2, 3 change. This goes here. Pick that up. There we go. Put that in the rack. Now we have something to pay us there. Just one would be nice. Short throw. Weird throw. It's a 516. That will pay us 175 on the 6. We're going to drop the 6 back down to 30. We're going to take that back to the rack. So we're taking back to the rack 275, 85, 95, 295. It's not a bad little play for those numbers that come more opportunity. We get our dice set there. 527. So I shot very carelessly on that. I hit the back part of the rim, lower bowl. 75 is coming out. That goes away. All this comes down. I don't even want to know where we were at, but I do want to get back into the control. So 10 rolls on that shooter, which that's what I'm looking for, is what that consistency is. So if I can get if we can get above a 10, we can get above a 10 average, maybe we can play with the big boys. Let's see. Oh, a short one. That's a point winner. So that's a frontline winner. 527. This is where we have to understand freshness and control. That is a 6, a 426. Mark the 6. Bring the 6 out. And there we go. We are going to drop 60, and we're going to go 6 and 8. We're going to see what we can do. Let's go, shooter. 549, Nina. So mark the 9. Show you in the box that it was a 549. And we don't know why our camera keeps going out, which is a killer. Like, I don't know. Something's wacky. All right. But you do have the 0.9. There we go. Back to the control. A lot of spin on that one. We got another Nina. 549. A lot of spin on that one. Had a super spin. Things I noticed in Vegas this weekend was when the dice landed, which I thought was like perfect, 7 would come. When one came out of my hand higher than the other, 7 would come. Talk about it, 7 would come. That's a 4-3-7, believe it or not. So we'll reset here. Now I'll go back. It didn't have 4 rolls on that. System is working now. So let's work on the control. Yo, 11. Stinker yo. That's 11. Trust me. You guys saw it. Call me out if I did it wrong. I don't mind people calling me out. Call it out in the comments. Let me know. Let me know how we're doing. Spin was good. And 4-3-7. Didn't hurt though. It hurt your ATS. Is really what that hurt. So red dice, yes. Blue dice, no. Find a table with red dice. All right. 5, 1, 6. I'm gonna go mark the 6. I'm gonna go ahead and drop 60 because we are gonna try to place those 2. And show you the 6. And we're gonna keep it rolling. Just gotta get over the fear. 3, 2, 5. 3, 2, 5. Go ahead and mark the 5. Drop the 6 there. Dice are out. Dice are moving. Let's go, shooter. Point is 5. Point is 6. Point is 6. It is 6. 4-10. Big Ben on the end. And that's 6. Full 10. Dice are out. Dice are moving. Yeah, that's just like one small rotation. And there we go. We got the 6. We got a 33 or 3-3. So third 3-3. Let's get so we can show it right. Try not left-handed here. It's gonna pay 35 and drop $1. And we're going to 66. 5, 4. 4. 3, 1, 4. Little Joe. Wouldn't you know? Joe does everything the best. It's Little Joe. Let's mark the Little Joe. Dice are out, dice are moving. Let's mark the Joe here. Yeah, if you guys want to come play with us, that's a 4-2-6, a little 2x4 action there. If you want to come play with us, come when you see us live. If we're running the live table here, we're gonna try to do some live interaction audio. Hopefully, we'll see how that works. Should be testing tonight, but not testing tonight. We're gonna drop $7. That way, this takes us right on up to 150. Yeah, we're gonna try kind of like a dial in where I can see if I can get you guys on live. We can work your bets, work the room a little bit, and see how it goes. Similar to should have cashed out. My problem is itty bitties too. My problem is I don't know the don't payouts as well, so you'll have to work with me. That's the ones I don't know. And we're also going to try to keep the prop bets to a minimum because those kind of get crazy. ATSs are fine, hops are okay, but sometimes they do get crazy. I mean, if we want to test your system, we'll test your system, but that's the only thing I would ask is let's work out the prop bets. Okay, let's go, shooter. Perfect roll. You got a yo. Get the yo there. We got the yo. Yeah, we had the aces in both places. All right. Nicer out, nicer moving. Short roll. We got a 628. Shorty. Mix shorty. I'm paid 35. Dropping $1. Going to 66. That's where we want to get one of these hits. Hit the bottom, but we got the itty bitties. Itty bitties again. If you can see that on the camera. Yeah, I mean, I would say comment in the comments. Do you like seeing the whole table or do you want to see just the one corner that we're throwing at? Like not seeing where we're throwing from and just seeing one corner in the pays. It's set up for home screen view, definitely, because we're a late night player. Let's go, shooter. Yo, again. 6-5 yo. Yeah, so let us know in the comments if you like the setup, if there's anything you like here you don't like. I'd love maybe the next iteration of this is a blue layout, but not here for having you tell me what to change the layout to, but what do you like to see? What side do you like to see? I mean, I'm showing you everything real. Like there is no fakeness, and there's no mastery of jokers here. 527, like I say, perfect throw. Perfect throw. I felt like that was the perfect throw. Came out of the fingers great. Spin was fantastic. And donked us away. But we only started with 60. So 60 to make that 300 is not bad. That shooter ended up pulling in 13 rolls, which is good, keeping above the 10. We're going on to shooter number 4 here. All right, let's go. AC Doocy. Don't call her Lucy, but she is an AC Doocy. Go mark the 3. Yeah, this is our 4th shooter, and then we'll be done for this one. But we'll see how it goes. Nice spin, another AC Doocy. Now, what color dice do you guys like? You know, we could switch up to the white ones too. Got the whites, got the greens, got the blues, got the purples. I'm trying to pick what what you'll find on the craps table, but also what you'll what's easy to see. 437. So we're still in it. Still in it. ATS resets. That was another one of those perfect rolls. 516. 516. We'll go ahead and mark the 6. We'll go ahead and drop 60 because we're just doing the 6 and 8 play. I know we came up on the other ones we couldn't resist. What happens when you're gambling? See numbers hitting. You're afraid you're losing out when you actually really were making money. So that's a 639 Nina. So 9 there, 6 there. Show you what we get. Again, no mastery of tricks here. No fluff, no bluff, no masteries. No David Copperfields. 549, Nina again. So when you're all gonna say you should be up on the 9, we should go 160 across. We should, but we're trying to grow that $60 bet into a nice one. So see how it goes here. 6, 4, 10, big bend on the end. I'll go ahead and mark the 10 there. I call this some good short walking exercise. Keeps me moving. 6, 5. Sorry. Let's go, shooter. 527. We're gonna go 527 out. That was 7 rolls. 527. 7 rolls. We're gonna go ahead and mark this off. We'll pull the chips back. We'll have to put some stacks back because we got some stackers. So where do we end up tonight? With $1,000 buy-in, and we did the 5-4 2-4 set back here. For some reason, I feel like you can see it better back there. Maybe not. Yeah, you can. You see it better back here. So that was the set we used tonight. Right there. We ended up with our 7, but we did set 5, 4, 2, 4 on our dice. That was facing us as we're throwing, just so you know. That's where we were at. All right. We're going to do a quick rail chip count here and see where we ended up after 1,000. 1, 2, 3, 4. Look at that. We got enough greens there. 5. So there's 5. We'll drop these and we'll count these out for you too. We got a little snicker action. Look at a little. So there's 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's another 5. Another 5. So we got 1,000. 500. Quarter. It's over here. 500. Okay, so they will mark it. I'll mark it like this. Spread down, so you know. Probably something. I don't know if they do the thousands like that, but and you got another 10, 25. That's 50. So you can see it. 50, 1, 2, 3, 4, and probably. Oh yeah, we got another 5. So 1,575. Not a bad for the night. Appreciate you guys coming. Make sure you click like, subscribe. We're trying to get up there. You know, we'll get some viewers, we'll get some followers. You know, again, we're not here to do any strategies. Well, let me back that up. We want to do play strategies. We want to roll everything out. We want to play the game. I'm not here to shove down your throat any strategy whatsoever. So, but if you have a strategy you want to play, let us know. We'll play it. Come to the live table with us, play with us. Use these rolls against your strategy, see how it plays out for you. Mark it up. Use Nexus. Put it in Nexus. Put it in Crapsy. Put it in any of those sites you would. Put it in Dicer.io. Anybody you want. Put it in there. The last 3 shooters was a total of 37 rolls with an SRR of 10, which was not bad at all. You can't beat that with a sharp stick. So last shooter was kind of shitty, but the other 2 were really, really great. Again, we appreciate you coming. Like, subscribe. Check us out at letsgocraps.com. Remember, grip it, throw it, track it, manage it. That's all we got to say. Let's go.